Hello and welcome to the TCF Morning Show. It is Friday, March 27th, but who actually knows what day it really is? We were saying on the first recording of the show that it is it's kind of like Groundhog.
Not a Friday.
It's Groundhog's Day, the movie. That's what we're living in. Every day
Yeah.
is the same thing. But tonight I am joined by Pigoy at TCF Pigoy and Boomy at Boomy TCF on Twitter. You can follow me, Zach Lilia, on Twitter at ZLilia, LILJATCF. The main page is at typical_Chicago. Instagram, Facebook, just type in Typical Chicago Fans and follow us on there. And then go over to YouTube. Type in Typical Chicago Fans. Subscribe to the YouTube page, Typical Chicago Fans YouTube page. You put the TCF Morning Show on there. We also put our podcast up on there and then some random videos that we do. We're getting into the Twitch game, so go over to Twitch and follow us on there. It's always a lively little stream that we have going. We've gotten more and more voices in the stream, but unfortunately you only see me, or fortunately, however you want to think about it. So it'll go over if you're into that kind of stuff. The Twitch game, they said follow Typical Chicago Fans on there, and then wherever you get your podcast from, Apple, Spotify, Spreaker, type in Typical Chicago Fans. Follow us on there. Give us a 5-star rating if you'd like on Apple, and subscribe, rate, review. And if you're on Spotify, follow us on there. Shout out The Muddy Otter. Go to themuddy.otter.com. Like I said, they on the last show, they just did a restock of the store. If you want a mug just like this beautiful TCF mug with the TCF logo on it, go over to themuddy.otter.com and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions for Mitch and Hannah Prentice, who are the two people who make the stuff for you, it's pottery and woodworking. Beautiful work by the two of them. Also, Score Trader, Boomy. What's going on in politics and Score Trader?
Man, obviously, everything that's being affected by the coronavirus, some stuff is on hold as of right now. We're still waiting to find out when some certain states' primaries are, so stay tuned to that. But there will still be elections coming up. We have the Democratic National Convention happening in July, so make sure you go over to the Apple App Store, download the Score Trader app, set up an account, and get going now. You're basically down to Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, so make sure you get in it. You'll have a couple states' primaries to do before July, and then obviously right around, I think July 13th is when the Democratic National Convention is. So go to the app, download the app, set up an account, go to Score Traders, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and their YouTube page to get yourself going. And like I said, it's super easy. It involves the news, so it gives you a good reason to stay tuned to what's going on in the world if you don't already know. So get on it right now.
Yes, just say go over to the Apple Store, download the Score Trader app, sign up, and make an account for free. Thank you to our sponsors, Score Trader and The Muddy Otter. Boys, it's been a weird week of no sports. I think we're going on about 2 weeks. Has it been about 2 weeks since the Rudy Gobert stuff happened?
Yeah, it's actually probably a little closer to now, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. We are living in a time without sports, without really much of anything. Bars are closed. Restaurants are closed. Fast food places are closed other than drive-through. Not restaurants, like convenience stores and stuff are still open. Grocery stores are still open, but you are advised to stay indoors. It's weird, boys. It's honestly it's getting old, and I think we still have a long time left of it.
After about hour 6, I was like, okay, I'm done.
I said it's one of those things.
Weather hasn't been cooperative either. We can't
weather sucks. Everything sucks.
I've never wanted to just go to the bar and have a beer, or go out to eat with friends, or just anything like enjoyable.
Do something.
But guess what? No, I'm sitting here streaming for 4 hours on my PS4 because I literally have nothing else to do. I mean, like, it's not like it's one of those things, oh, I just don't want to do anything tonight. It's just like we have nothing to do. Like,
Yeah.
literally can't do anything.
So that kind of leads us into our first subject here, which is our coronavirus worry level. We have started off every show since it kind of got pretty serious. I don't remember actually the specific day we started, but I'll start off with mine. It's getting a little bit higher. I'm about 85, 90, just because. I just don't know really when everything's going to go back to normal. I know the president said it's going to be 2 weeks. I don't think that's possible, but maybe.
I think he's out of his mind.
Hey, maybe. But it just seems like there's really no end in sight for this, and that's where my worry level starts to get higher and higher is when I just don't know the next time. Like I said, we'll be able to go see a movie at a movie theater or go golfing even, because golfing has now been deemed not essential as of, I think, today.
Complete horse shit.
I think today. So that kind of sucks. That was like the one thing. I had seen a golf course around here was actually doing something like you could have like it's like the hole you could have like it sticks up a little bit, so you just have to hit it instead of going in like having to pick it out of the hole and stuff. And they have no
don't
pins.
Want you to touch anything.
Yeah, you don't touch anything, but as of now, it is not allowed. It has been deemed not essential, which, like I said, sucks for the three of us because as of right now, that was the one thing we were kind of looking forward to. And now we will not be able to. Boomy, where are you at?
Man, this stinks. I'm not one to just sit at home and do nothing. And that's been all I've been doing is Netflix and video games. And I'm trying to get out of the house at least like once a day, even if it's just like yesterday, I literally went around and picked up sticks in my yard and just stupid stuff like that. Just
it's like one of those things people always like joke with. Go pick up sticks. It's like I literally am going to pick up sticks because that's all I have to do.
Like I've played more video games in this, 2 weeks than I have in the last probably 6 months. I don't remember the last
time I turned my PS4 on before this, and now I'm playing till 11, 12 o'clock at night, and it's just like that's usually when maybe you're kind of trying to maybe go to bed, but you're still watching the late games, and you don't want to go to sleep, or if you do fall asleep, you're gonna wake up and see the score. It's like Big Cat said this today. This is the first time in his life where he didn't have to worry about missing sports. Like, you can go to bed and not be like, well, man, there's an 11 o'clock game, then maybe I won't know what's going on.
Right. I don't have to worry about Oregon and UCLA.
You don't wake up in the middle of the night going, man, where's my what bet do I have out? But I would
How's your Hawaii bet doing?
But I would take that back in a second. I would take it back in
100%.
I need it back. I need that.
Last thing, like during football season, like stay up to watch the Hawaii game, I would just bet it and fall asleep, and I just be like, I wake up to your and Matt's text in the morning, like one of you'd be on Hawaii, one you'd be on the other side, and you'd be motherfucking
Facebook
each other
Live.
in our group text, and I just wake up and look
Facebook Live
at it.
is what they did the Hawaii games on. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Stadium.
I didn't watch a single snap about any Hawaii game, but I just bet it and go to sleep. And
it's nice to know you have it to wake
look at
up
the text
to.
and be like, see if I want.
Now,
I know it's.
Now we have nothing. We have nothing. I seen a.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm just trying to not eat my way to like 300 pounds.
It's always one of those things. Go to the gym. You can't even go to the gym.
Yeah, I would literally pay an absorbent amount of money just to be able to go to my gym for 2 hours a day, just to go get my lift, do my cardio, and just be out of the house for 2 hours. Like I'd pay $100 a month right now, but I can't.
I know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So
I would also pay $100 a month.
No, not what you're saying.
Just to watch like the Rays versus the Pirates,
I would pay.
Like the Hornets.
Oh, speaking of that, yesterday when we were recording this, like I said, behind the scenes, it's not morning time when we record this. I'm supposed to not be doing this show right now. I should be in Milwaukee right now, having some fun. Hopefully, we would be celebrating a Cubs W at Wrigley North, but no, I'm sitting here doing a show with you two. Probably gonna play
Sucking us two
video
assholes about
games
nothing.
after I get done doing this until 11, 12 o'clock at night. Again, lose every MLB show the game I play, and that is what is life now. That's
Zach,
where,
I hate to be a downer, but this might be life until and it kind of goes into our next segment. My prediction is May 1st, so you better strap in and get used to it.
I'll take May 1st. I've heard June.
I'm
Well,
Yeah.
maybe not for like
May
having to stay inside.
first doesn't sound that bad.
What did you say your worry level was? Because mine's actually risen a little
85, 90.
bit. All right, so I was at a 55. I'm bumped up to like a 62, and that is only
Specific.
because, and I have numbers here, Illinois had just released today 673 and 7 deaths. So Illinois' numbers right now, 2,538 cases and 26 deaths. So mine has risen just a little bit. And like I said, it's not like I'm going out every day.
We're not Ego's Facebook Live. We're not giving it. We're not gonna put
No,
that
I'm
kind of
just
Debbie
telling you
Downer
why
bullshit.
Mine has gone up just a little bit.
I understand, but
It's
I do have to stop and say yes. I think this is all it's very bad, but do step back and get away from it every once in a while. Not away from it. I mean,
for sure.
you're in your house, not like getting away from it. Like, oh, there's a reason why.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not going out a lot, but I'm like every couple of days, I'm running to the dollar store to pick up a thing here or there.
Oh, yeah.
Or, you know,
But don't get like I said,
go
don't
to the UPS and like
don't get too much either.
Oh, for sure. No, like today was just to pick up some milk because we were out. You know, it was just little stuff like that. But I don't know about you guys, but like every time, like I went and filled up with gas yesterday, and like I had as soon as I was go to the restroom and wash my hands, I just didn't know. Like that part of your brain just kind of takes over, and you're like, man, I don't know who was touching this gas pump last. You know.
I got gas today, and I was thrilled with the gas price. I was kind of pumped about that. That's all I took away from that.
I agree. The $1.85.
$1.85. Here we go.
Pigoy, where is your worry level at?
I think the last time I was on, it was like a 62. But now, like, since we don't know when this is going to be over. I'm going to go up a little bit. I'm going to go like 73.
73.
Because I have been staying extremely busy, so I haven't had a chance to, like, sit down and get trapped in my own head about what's going on around me. Like I've been getting so much shit done. It's been awesome.
Yeah,
I have too, but I'm running out of stuff to do.
I have got a humongous list.
but the bad part is, like we said, it may be a while, so you may run out of things at some point. How can you have that much to do around your house?
I just do.
That's send me a picture of this list, because if it lasts all the way until maybe May 1st in the middle of May, that's crazy. Every day?
It probably won't let it. I've got maybe another 3 to 4 weeks. If I can stretch it.
Listen, I gotta see this.
What do you like? Daily project? Like pick up the 3 towels and put them in. Like, what are you talking about? 3 weeks?
Man, the other day. So the other day I had to gravel drive up in the back.
Yeah.
You know, like every winter, all the ground settling, all that shit. So every spring I have to get move wheelbarrows full of gravel to all the fucking holes, and then spread it out with a rake. So I had to move about 10, I think it's like 12 wheelbarrows full of gravel yesterday. I got a power wash tomorrow. What else do I got to do? Here's my list. I got power wash.
Yeah.
You're looking for stuff to do. Is what?
Read us the list. This is where we're at. This is where we're at in the
creative.
coronavirus stuff. We're listening to Pigoy name off his list of things his wife told him to do.
I've got to buy a shed. I've got to do a bunch of cleaning. I've got a TV monitor, get that fixed.
How long is that
to look for some closet doors. It depends on how good the Wi-Fi is on it. I don't know. Could take me all morning. Could take me an hour. I don't know. I got something to do every day, though.
Okay, that's good. Boomy.
I did buy a dartboard and a hitting net. I'm good.
Boomy, I need you to make.
Rewarding
I need
yourself.
Boomy to make a list of everything he does all day. Today would be a lot of
It'll be a short
it'd
list.
be a lot of MLB the Show.
Tomorrow I
Today
will
was
make
good.
a list of stuff I do all day.
Manager
I
Boomy
do
was.
have to work tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, so my schedule is going to change a little
Oh,
bit.
you do have to work?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm working at 3:30. So
Well, side hustle.
3:30 in the morning.
no, afternoon
Oh.
to 10 p.m.
That's like that would be my perfect hours of work.
Yeah, I think that'll go. But the problem is we'll get it done at 10 and then have to be back at 9:30 the next morning. That
Why
won't
is
be
it
fun.
like that? It's just because they're like shutting down just for you guys to clean.
A hired help, man. I just show up when they tell me to.
Hey, you just work there. It's all you do. You just work there.
Exactly.
Very true. Very true. Let's
You're not picking up cards or anything?
move on. Let's get out of this coronavirus talk. Let's get into a little
Yes.
sports. There's still sports news. They may not be playing it, but there's news. NFL free agency. Any big signings that would? I'm not thinking. I'm trying to think of. Cam Newton released. I don't know if we've had a show since he was released or not.
Hey, what do you think about that? Should the Bears have waited on this whole Nick Foles thing? Because
No.
I think they could have wound up with Cam.
I don't think they wanted him, even if that he was going to be released. I think if they wanted him that badly, they probably would have waited. I think with you're not able to do a physical because of all the coronavirus stuff, and I think Cam Newton is he's a former MVP. He's a great football player, but the injuries are starting to catch up with him. And maybe they should have got him. Maybe they shouldn't have. It's one of those things. I like the Nick Foles trade. I think that we give up a fourth rounder. Yes, we don't have many picks in this draft, but I think it's a good pick for a good quarterback. I think that's something that we haven't been able to say in a while, is that we have a good quarterback. I know Mitch he played well the year that they went to the playoffs, but still it was like, eh. And then last year it regressed a lot. Kind of played better throughout maybe the last part of the season, but no, I'm not going to sit back and say, man, I wish we would have waited, because guess what? Has any other team signed him? Has any other team tried to trade for him? Like, not just the Bears.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I know Bears were
Right.
the one of the teams that had quarterback. They were looking for a quarterback, so that kind of puts them in a little bit of a different league of teams. But I still think, no, if he was so wanted, then he would be on a team right now. I think if he was able to get a physical, maybe that could have changed things. Maybe they already had their minds set on it. So I'm excited for Mitch Trubisky to have some competition, and we'll see where it goes. Like you said, there's not a starting quarterback at this point right now. There's a lot of questions. I know everyone likes to say, who's going to be the starting quarterback, blah, blah, blah. We won't know until maybe one of the preseason games, but I don't think that I think it's going to be – it's nice to have some competition. We're not – Chase Daniels isn't going to go out there knowing that he's not going to be your starting quarterback. There was no thought of him being your starting quarterback unless something bad happened. Had the Packers made –
only move that we missed out there, we haven't talked about.
The Bears
since
signed
the last
a
time.
offensive lineman. I can't remember, from the Seahawks maybe? Go on.
Yeah, but Tyler Eifert signed with the Jaguars on a 2-year deal. Packers pick up Devin Funch. Hopefully we can put him to use. And Sue goes back to
The Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Speaking of that, did you see that Tom Brady has tried to trademark TB times TB? He has trademarked that.
Yeah.
So,
Had a feeling that was-
fellas, did he go to Tampa Bay just because of the name?
I think so.
I think that he literally went there because of the TB. Like, if the Bears could have just switched their initials to TB, I think that he would go to the Bears. I know it makes no sense.
Chicago.
It makes no
TBs.
sense, but I don't care. I would take a Chicago Bears logo that just says TB. And why?
TB.
Why? Because we have Tom Brady. We'll figure it out in 2 years. We'll take it back to whatever it is.
Yeah.
But for now,
The Chicago's.
Yeah, the Chicago Tom Brady's.
The Brady Bunch. There you go.
Pigoy, are the Vikings going to add anybody or just let everybody go?
I don't know. I know they just
Xavier Rhodes
want,
signed with the Colts. I don't think I've seen anybody that signed with the Vikings.
no, and from last year, Everson Griffin. No,
Yeah.
Daniil Hunter was better, but like Everson Griffin was on the other side of the line. They lost him too. Unless they're trying to parlay this dig like a jackpot.
I will say you did get a good amount of draft picks and stuff, especially I think it was the same day. Was it the same day as the trade? Which one am I thinking of? The Houston trade. The Texans.
It was either that same day or the day after.
Hopkins. There we
around
go.
that time.
The name was.
But unless they're going to parlay that draft into a bunch of players, like they lost their top two corners and they lost one of their top pass rushers. It's like they're just like, unless they're clearing cap, which I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
you gotta pay Kirk all that money.
I am optimistic going into this season, depending on how the draft goes.
I don't even know what to think right now. Like free agency stuff keeps popping up, and I'm like, ooh, and then it's just like a tease of sports. Like yes, there's news, but it's
just a carrot just dangling in front of your
head. There's no actual sports. Anything else in the NFL that I missed? I'm trying to think.
No, very big letdown week after last week.
Oh yeah, you knew that was going to happen though. Like that's what sucked about it all last week. Is like you were excited to get some news, but you knew like it was going to come to an end, and we were literally going to have no sports. At least when the news kind of gets slow, at least you have games to watch. Like
so, we're waiting on Jameis and Cam. That's about the next two dominoes, pretty much.
Yeah, and we'll see if where Cam
and Dalton is Andy Dalton signed anywhere yet?
No. So Cam maybe not get signed until someone can get a doctor to give him a physical or whatever. How that works, just to see how healthy he is.
He's a freaking brain scan.
Yeah, it's one of those things. He has taken a lot of hits. I mean, that could go into the factor of why the Bears didn't. You know what Nick Foles is. He's not going to go out there. But Nick Foles also, he likes to run a little bit too. I watched some highlights of him. He got one time with the Eagles. He got hit hard trying to slide. Not that good at sliding. No. Nothing really else in the NFL. You kind of hope for more, but like I said, the big dominoes kind of fell last week with Tom Brady. I'm trying to think. The Bears signings have been Robert Quinn. Who else have we signed? We lost.
It's not a bunch of defensive,
which is good. We got we got the new offensive lineman. I think we need to go for the offensive lineman. That has been the problem lately. Sadly, not much more in the NFL. MLB, boys. Today was supposed to be opening day, like I said. I was supposed to be Milwaukee, Cubs, Brewers in Milwaukee, opening day. Sox were supposed to be at home. It was supposed to be a great day for Sox fans. It was a day that a lot of people have been looking forward to for a while. Your team is supposed to be good. It's going to be an exciting season, and it's all canceled, boys. It's all canceled. We don't even know when this...
Yeah, today was supposed to be the last day of work for because I was going to take Monday off to go to the Cubs game, and now I'm here with you idiots. So
yeah, I was supposed to go to the game tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Maybe go to the game Saturday, and then I was going to go to the game Monday. It was going to be a lot of Cubs in my life, and now I have nothing. No sports. I shouldn't say nothing. I guess that sounds... I have nothing.
I was going to say, you make that sound very, very, very
I have nothing.
sad.
What do you...
You got me on PlayStation. I mean, is that nothing to you?
It's like the 7th night in a row I played PlayStation with you. Like, that's...
That's true.
Every day's the same.
7th night. I think we've played every night since last Monday night.
That's really sad. It's really sad.
I think we're talking like say 11 or
But
12.
Noah Syndergaard having Tommy John surgery, Chris Sale having Tommy John surgery. So two of the best pitchers in the league, the better pitchers in the league. Syndergaard kind of struggled a little bit last year, and Chris Sale kind of struggled a little bit last year too, right? I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean,
The Red Sox in general kind of struggled.
Sox and the Mets kind of struggled last year.
But
so
the game I went to, I saw
went
Syndergaard. Oh, it was the game after, I think. Syndergaard got hit for like 10 runs against the Cubbies.
Yeah.
And the Cubs bullpen almost blew it because that was like the weak span of their bullpen just making everything close. But I said there's a lot of question marks still for the Cubs going into this season, but we wanted to get
Zach,
to this
I don't
point.
know about you. As much as we're playing on the show, like the more and more guys I get from the Cubs, man, I'm excited. I think this bullpen is going to be better. I think this lineup, no matter how you stack it, is going to be really, really good. I'm excited for when the Cubs finally do.
It's been one of those things we've been thinking, hey, just get out there, play baseball, and then we can see what happens. And now we are just waiting longer for that. Because, they didn't make any moves in the offseason, didn't make many moves in general. And we were thinking, it's all right. They'll just go out there and prove it. And they still can't prove it. So, and like I said, if you're a White Sox fan, man, it's got to be tough because you finally have a little bit of excitement in your team. And then this. You can't even have your opening day. It was supposed to be opening day at guaranteed rate and nothing. No baseball. Sadly, no baseball. Pigoy, thoughts on baseball not being here?
It sucks, man.
It's all,
It was just
Short
it was
and
supposed to be
sweet.
a day where you're sitting at work at like 1:20, and you're kind of just like you're doing your stuff, but you're keeping more of a close game, and like it. And I tweeted this back at White Sox Day today from our account. It was not only is like happening, but there's like today was supposed to be the start of baseball for the next 6
we'd have
straight months. Like almost every
They always
day.
had the day after, but we're gonna have Cubs baseball on almost every day.
Oh, it's for the next 6 months. There's baseball every day.
And now there's no sports.
It's just there's nothing. Now there's nothing. I was watching you guys play the show. Like that's my
Yeah,
baseball.
exactly.
That's
what we've resorted to in this world.
Fuck,
Watching
man.
us idiots play video games.
It really.
Yeah, it's.
Speaking of that.
Oh, there's nothing quite like opening day.
Oh, it's a national. It should be a national. It should be a national holiday. It really should.
Super Bowl Monday, national MLB opening day. Those are some days we need to take off.
I agree.
There are some days. So, boys, the question is, when will we get sports back?
I'm being optimistic. May 1st.
I'm thinking June, unfortunately. I think beginning of June.
I'm going to go with Boomy. I'm going to go May 1st.
May 1st. Hopefully you guys are right.
I hope.
Because I got a feeling we're going to be back in the classroom around May 1st. So I'm being optimistic.
So you got to figure if we can go back to school, they can play sports in
They might have to play the entire month of May with no fans.
I don't care.
I agree.
If a school can open, sports can be
Absolutely.
at least.
True.
So
May 1st from the two teachers and June 1st from the non-teacher.
The pessimist.
I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I honestly think that. That something's gonna have to change quickly for it to get back that quickly. Because we're almost into April, and
it's gonna have to be a dramatic downturn in the numbers.
But like Boomy said, I think either way you'll have at least a month of no fans, at least a few weeks maybe of no fans in this, at least at most sporting events for a while, which is fine by me. That's what we were gonna get to until
I'd rather have that than
we were gonna
nothing.
get to that point until Rudy Gobert got the coronavirus because he touched all the mics. I don't know if that's really why he got it, but and then that was the downfall of everything. The NBA
No, I
regular
think the
season.
NBA is going right into the playoffs.
I think they're going to kind of do the same thing as I think the NHL will do. I think the NHL will actually expand the playoffs a little bit this year, which will actually give the Blackhawks, I think, a chance if it goes through with what everything goes through. But, boys, that's what I'm saying. Once I hear I guess it would just be one of the three major sports because football is not going on right now, give me a set day when they come back, I'll be sad.
Yeah.
Once I hear them say, hey, May 1st is the day or May 24th or whatever is the day, until that day, I'm sad.
That's why I asked because, like, you've only heard of one case in the NHL, but this is spreading through the NBA like crazy. That's why I was kind of wondering, like, NBA might be done unless they can do an abbreviated playoffs, but I mean, we're gonna get. I don't know about basketball. Hockey, we're probably gonna get, but I don't know about basketball.
Yeah, basketball will be tough because that's a lot of, like you said, a lot of context. It's a big contact sport. And like in
here's
hockey,
my dream scenario: Game 7 of the Stanley Cup and Game 7 of the NBA Finals happen on like Thursday night. Friday night starts college football season.
and
then we get the Masters in
and
October.
we have baseball. The Cubs are playing.
Yep. But I'm just saying, if they could align those up perfectly so they end just as college football begins, I'll be happy, man.
It sucks right now, but I think we will be rewarded with an amazing few months of sports here once we get through this.
Oh, and the fall could be incredible.
It could be epic. The show, epic. What a word.
What is it, 2012?
Yeah. I'm excited about it. I think that it's going to be an exciting few months after, but for now, we stay sad. And we also, as a nation, we kind of gotta come together and hopefully find a cure for this. I guess a vaccination, as you'd say, and just kind of be smart with the next few months. Like you said, we will get hopefully rewarded with a lot of sports here in the future, but for now we kind of just gotta sit our asses at home and do nothing until it all calms down a little bit, which is, who knows. That's the thing. Like I said, until you can see a little light at the end of the tunnel, it's just sad and it's scary.
It's like we don't even see the fucking tunnel right now. That's the problem.
You're just sitting here like, man, you're almost like you're on a bus ride across the United States right now. You just started.
We're
like
just going.
You're like getting on the bus, and you got to come back to where you are. You literally get there. You're there for like a week, and you come back.
Yeah, it's
tough. What else we got here? Pigoy, what have you been watching anything, or are you too busy with all your projects?
No. I get the projects done in the morning, afternoon, so I can watch it at night. I have caught up on the Peaky Blinders and Better Call Saul. I'm going to start the Tiger King tonight or tomorrow.
Yes.
I gotta watch. I've not watched Uncut Gems, and I want to watch Game. That's my two things I gotta watch on my watch list.
Okay, like it. Boomy, you watched the Tiger King?
Tiger King is the most insane thing. How about this?
I will watch this. I'll watch this weekend. Pigo, you watch this weekend. We will talk about it on Monday's show.
All right.
Dude, we literally just came downstairs when I was playing video games with you guys, and from like 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. We knocked it all out in one sitting. It is the wackiest group of human beings I've ever seen on camera. Like, if I didn't know better, I would have thought it was a scripted
I'll probably
show.
play maybe one or two games after this, and then maybe I'll turn off the PlayStation.
You need to watch at least the first
I need to turn off the PlayStation and watch some Netflix here.
I have never seen so many bad tattoos, nipple piercings, and mullets, and lack of teeth in my entire life.
Intriguing. That's intriguing to watch.
You didn't go to the Sweet Corn Festival last year?
Well, it's even worse than that.
I've been to some NASCAR events in
I mean,
Joliet.
yeah,
But
that's a good place for those.
the TCF Morning Show will have an official Tiger King review on Monday. From like I said, Pigoy will watch it. I will watch it all the way through, and we'll have Matt watch it when we'll see what everyone thinks. I watched King of Queens season 1. I'm going back to. I have this little TV that I have next to where I play PS4 at, and it has a little DVD player in the side of it. So I've been watching some old DVDs. I have season 1 and 2. I think I have like all the seasons on DVD of King of Queens. So I've been watching that, and it's kind of funny. I've been watching some of these old shows, and it's like we are going in a time machine back. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's not even like. And it looks like it was like 50 years ago.
I think the funniest part about it, the whole show, is they literally just went IPS. They went one letter off of UPS.
You literally click a different, the next letter or the next
on the keyboard
on the laptop.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. But other than that, really I haven't been getting into too many new series. Maybe I'll try, but I don't know. I don't know what's happened to me over the years, but
I am beer enthusiasm right now. I think I've watched like 3 seasons.
It's an easy one too. You can kind of get going. There's a lot of episodes, and
they're not long hour episodes.
True.
So
anything else you guys have been watching? Nothing else,
dude. If I went through my whole list of everything I read it to Pigoy while you were restarting your computer, and Pigoy can attest to this way longer than I care to admit.
It'll be like, what the fuck you been doing all day?
Dude.
Now I know.
Maybe for your own sake.
Video games on the one TV. And then on the projector screen right above it, I have something going at all times.
So I think for the sake of you maybe not looking like you do nothing all day, we won't say what you want.
Yeah.
Probably a safe thing, yeah.
All right, we will move on here. We got the candy bracket. I think we just got into the Elite 8, right, Pigway?
Yep. I got it pulled up right now. We're in the Elite 8.
Elite 8 of the candy bracket, the TCF Great Debate.
How's my Take 5 doing?
What's up?
How's my Take 5 doing?
Take 5.
Out. So is Sour Patch
out.
Kids. So is Sour Patch Kids. That was unbelievable.
What a joke.
Sour Patch Kids was a Cinderella story we were all hoping for. We do have a 5 seed alive. Reese's Pieces alive. The 5 seed.
Take 5 is better than Reese's Pieces.
Hey,
Okay.
just about to draw.
You know
man.
what I've learned about this whole candy debate? If you like the candy, it's better than every other candy. That's what I figured out. If you like the candy, no other candy is better than that candy.
No. Like I love Paydays, my sleeper pick, and they just got blasted in the Sweet 16.
And Chance would go, whatever, beat it.
So, yeah,
that's not better. We got a dog sighting.
We got
our first dog on
candy.
The first dog on the
All right, so our Elite 8 matchups are we got Reese's Peanut Butter Cup against Kit Kat. That's going on. If you're listening to this. We've got Snickers versus Twix. That'll be tomorrow's matchup. Then we got Peanut M&Ms against Reese's Pieces and M&M's versus Starburst.
So go over to the @typical_Chicago Twitter page. You can vote on there. What's the next one we're doing, Chance? We said it.
Do we decide cities or beers?
I think we went cities because I thought we said beers was going to be a little difficult. So
yeah, because you get a lot of these these IPA hardos. Like, why don't you get this very specific IPA to Devonport, Iowa?
Especially because people can make their own beers, and there's all these new breweries popping up. There's too many. I wouldn't say there's too many beers, but there's a lot of choices nowadays. Never say there's too much beer, but there are a lot of choices. So yeah, the candy bracket, the TCF Great Debate is going over @typical_Chicago Twitter page. So go vote on there. We are in the Elite 8 for the candy bracket. Discuss. Let us know what candy you like and what candy we shouldn't like, because, like I said, it's a good talk. It's a good talking point. It's a good debate for especially being quarantined. You got nothing else to do. Also shout out Frank Bromanchinkel. Him and his son actually did their own kind of candy. Was it candy review?
Yeah, they did.
Not candy review. Candy bracket.
Eat them.
What?
He did it smart. They actually got to
that's
eat the
how you
candies
do it.
instead
That's
of
how
just
you
walking.
do it. You have the candy. I don't really care,
Yep.
honestly, the votes. If I can eat both candy bars, I'll be happy.
Absolutely.
See, that's how you really get someone, like persuade them, is have the candy bar right in front of them. Have them eat it. And even if it's like, maybe they're a little
Live
hungry.
taste test.
Yeah, they'll give you that. Boom. Boom. So shout out to everyone that's kind of picking up on the candy. It's nice too, like I said, you got a kid, get some candy, just have some fun with it. And shout out typical Chicago fans when you do that. Boomy, do you have a wacky web story for us?
Of course I do. And Zach, I want you to prepare yourself because this is not good news for you individually. Okay. Um, Zach, for those of you that don't know, Zach is a big Peeps guy from the first Easter I spent with him until now. So,
I love Peeps.
unfortunately, Zach, production of Peeps has halted as of right now. They are hoping that it will not affect Easter, that they should have plenty of product out, but they are closing their production facility in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and also the one in
Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia. And the company says it is already produced and shipped the Easter supply of its signature marshmallow to outlets, so they are hoping that what they have sent will be enough to get them through. So maybe don't get too high on not having Peeps this Easter, but maybe just something to keep in your head that when you're at the grocery store and you're buying your fruit snack cream, maybe pick up a thing of Peeps just because they may or may not be there at mid-Easter time, buddy.
That's crazy.
You don't like Peeps, Boomy?
I think it's crazier that there's a Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. That's crazy. Was Jesus born there?
Well, yeah, they make Peeps there, so he probably was.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Peeps. You don't like Peeps?
Peeps are so overrated.
Oh, I love them.
I got a little.
It's a sugar-covered
one
marshmallow.
year in our family, there was a joke with the Peeps, and I got burnt out on them. I got way too many Peeps for Christmas.
Yeah, Zach got like 20 packages of Peeps.
I got peeped out.
Because he made the mistake of telling people he liked Peeps, so then we gave him like everyone at the
I
store.
was all peeped out.
Does the color, like, are you like a yellow Peeps guy, or do you go
Didn't
different
matter.
colors? You got to go yellow, right?
Back in my day, it didn't matter.
They have like weird flavors of them now.
Oh,
do you guys see that? They have
if
like.
You go to Mall of America, I think there's a Peeps store.
Jeez, that's ridiculous.
There is. There's really a Peeps
yellow
store. Like there's like clothing. Like I said, there's different kinds. Like I got one that was like almost like maybe like a chocolate chip kind of or something.
Yeah, they have one
chocolate
now that just smells like a toasted marshmallow or like a campfire s'more or something.
Covered block of sugar.
The coronavirus
can't go wrong.
The coronavirus keeps taking things from me, and they're gonna take Peeps away.
Yep.
This is unbelievable.
God damn it.
Right before Easter of all times. Of all times, we're going to lose Peeps right before its biggest time of the year. That's like saying there's no presents on Christmas.
No Peeps on Easter.
No Peeps on Easter. That's insane.
Everything sucks.
Everything does suck. Anything post-show, boys? Not really much.
No.
I'm probably going to bet horses Saturday, so I'll tweet out.
Yeah, he'll be... TCF Pigoy will be betting horses. I will be betting those horses also because I am. I miss betting. I miss betting on anything.
Florida, they got the Florida Derby going stream Saturday, so I'm gonna just bet the whole card.
I think we got like UFC at the beginning of April. I thought I saw that there'll be a UFC match.
They postponed that.
No, there's.
Oh yeah, I think they did. That was supposed to be.
No, they did postpone
because
it.
White got so much flack about hosting the events in Brazil.
I think it's like April 7th or 8th, and they're still going to do it.
Oh, get canceled.
Because Dana White was on Robbie Fox's, My Mom's Basement or something?
Mm-hmm.
He was, Dana White was, he's like best friends with Robbie Fox.
Is that April 18th you're talking about? Yeah, that's the Khabib card.
Yeah, they're still doing it. Which,
as of right now, it looks like they are.
Why would you? I mean, if you can get it to work, and like even if there's no fans, that will do so many pay-per-view buys. Insane.
Oh yeah,
insane.
That's the last sporting event I watched was the UFC card in Brazil, like 2 weeks ago.
Yep, I watched that too.
So
I bet on it.
sad.
I didn't know who any of the fighters were. I bet on it, and the only bet I
Same.
made, I won.
I bet on the women's fights because they were free. I didn't buy the pay-per-view. I was watching the pre.
It's just when times were better when we had sports.
It is.
Absolutely.
We also take for granted, like, I'll never take for granted going out again ever in my life. Just being able to
I can't wait for this all to get lifted and we can go to the corner for an evening and
Oh my
just
god.
have our.
go to
Yeah.
friends.
So I was in a meeting earlier today, and I was talking to the guys, and it's like we figured out like whenever we get the green light, like we as a society, everyone's just gonna go
Oh,
100 miles an hour out of the
Yep.
gate.
oh.
Like every place is so awesome.
Seeing friends out and about, it's like, oh my gosh, it's been months, and it really it will be like, it'll be-
Being able to hug your friend that you haven't seen in forever.
Be like the first day of school all over again.
better.
Like Evan Carroll. I feel like Evan Carroll's going to give me a really big hug the first time we're
He's
going
gonna
to
give
be able to
everybody
go
a
out.
big hug.
He just exactly kind of people waiting to get a hug from Evan Carroll.
But unfortunately, we have zero idea when that will be. We have no idea.
Yep.
But the show today has been sponsored by The Muddy Otter. Go to themuddy.otter.com. Hit them up on Facebook and Instagram. Like I said, they just restocked on their products, so go to themuddy.otter.com. Also, Score Trader. Go to the Apple Store. Download the Score Trader app. Free to play. Kind of pay attention to politics going forward, see what's going on, but have that ready, have your account ready, have everything ready. Thank you, The Muddy Otter and Score Trader. Thank you to Pigoy at TCF Pigoy and Boomy at Boomy TCF. I am Zach Lilia at Z Lilia LILJA TCF. The main page is at typical_Chicago. Instagram, Facebook, Typical Chicago Fans. YouTube page, Typical Chicago Fans. Subscribe to the YouTube page. We put all of our morning shows on there. Then podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. Type in Typical Chicago Fans. If you're on Apple, subscribe, rate, review. Spotify, follow, give us a rating. And then wherever if you get your podcast from anywhere else, do what you got to do on there. Also, the Twitch page. Go over, if you are on Twitch, type in Typical Chicago Fans. Follow our Twitch page. I think we're up to 8 followers. One of them is the Pat McAfee Show. Our boy Zito has been a follower of, I think, at least my Twitter account. Must have stumbled upon it the other night, watched it. We got the Pat McAfee Show follow, one of 8. I think I can name actually all of our followers, like Nick Gons, James Carroll, Garrett Zink, everybody. It's just
Once I figure out my login, I'm gonna. follow you, right?
Boomy, and then Pat McAfee Show. So, we got a very
Let's get those numbers up so that Zach can't remember all of our followers.
I hope the next time we do this, I cannot remember all of them,
Absolutely.
or maybe I'll memorize them. We'll see. That's not going to happen though.
Yeah, boy.
Or I'll pull it up on the screen and have it sitting there for me. I think that's about it, boys. Anything else?
Nope. Keep on staying safe, people.
Yep. Stay safe.
And if you're not doing it, start being
Keep on
safe.
keeping on, and that's all you can say. This has been.
Call your man.
Yep. Thank you for watching, listening to the TCF Morning Show, Friday, March 27th. We love you all.
Peace.